What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robot's back. Another video. Today I'm going to be looking at this fun little transformer. This little sound wave. I've taken him out of the box. This is a tiny little guy. It's from the Studio Series from Bumblebee, blah, blah, blah. What that means, from what I understand, is Studio Series means the toys from the different lines, in this case from the movie Bumblebee. They actually take the characters from the movie and make them into Transformers. I'm not a Transformers guy, really. I mean, as much as the next red-blooded American kid I was, but not really, not terribly. Because they were expensive when I was a kid, but also I just didn't really care for the transforming gimmicks as much. I just wanted a cool robot. But this guy's cool, and it comes from this same line. This is the same line. This is one of my favorite little bots. This is not. I think this is from the line that would be the animated series. So these, I believe, are from the Bumblebee movie. Brawn, I believe his name is. This is cut from the animated series. But I've really been enjoying the ones that look like they have a good robot gimmick, or robot mode, I should say. Don't care as much about their vehicle or transformational mode. Although this Brawn one is really fun. I put his reviews down in my robots playlist, or you can just even put Transformers into my search thing there. Fantastic, fun little, super fun little toys. So this is Soundwave, and I guess the thing is he turns into like a tank thing. Not a super impressive vehicle mode. It's a little obvious what it is. There's his head. So let me untransform him and see what his bot mode looks like. All right, so for the most part, I got him done here. It's really pretty basic. I wasn't going to do it on camera because it can be kind of tedious. It would take a while. But basically, you can see how he just flips into a, you can see where the vehicle parts come from. His gun here, that makes like the barrel of the cannon, just literally plugs in the back of his head, which is a little bit cheap. But again, for the size and the price of this, I mean, you're talking $11, I got it for like $7 or $8. It's a fantastic little figure. There's some really nice little details in there. Again, with all of these type of bots, if they had just a bit of some wash or dry brush to them, you could see all that detail popping out. I'm sure people do that. I'm not seeing any screws. I see pins. There might be a screw in there that you could pop out and for painting or whatever. I don't like these little hollow bits, but again, for the price, it's fine. You're seeing mostly the front of the figure anyway. But it's just a great looking. I'm not a Soundwave guy or anything like that, but I like this kind of silhouette of a basic. Do you see what I mean? These are a little bit more realistic. This is obviously more anime, cartoony or whatever, but I like the fact that they can kind of stand around and look like a cool little bot. The instructions were relatively easy to follow. If you got a kid, you might need to help them out. But honestly, I probably would never leave them in their transformed mode. I like these vehicle modes. I think they're interesting, like kind of futuristic truck looking things. They look like vehicles that would be on another planet. That's what I prefer. I prefer that over the ones that look like a human Jeep or something like that. This is Soundwave. Normally he's the gun or whatever. And a Shockwave, I'm sorry. I keep saying Soundwave. Usually he forms into that funny gun when I was a kid. I loved that gun. It was like a big, heavy thing. This center part here played a big role in it. But I much prefer a vehicle mode, I think, because they're already large bots. I didn't like any of them that turned into something that would have to shrink or grow, like Megatron would grow and shrink. He would grow into a bot mode, and then when he turned into a gun, he would shrink. That kind of stuff was silly. So I prefer vehicle modes, and I prefer of the Transformers. Whenever I'm looking at buying one, I first look at price, of course, because it can be really expensive. And then I look at how the bot itself looks in bot mode. I don't really care about the vehicle mode as much. And this guy looks really, really cool. So they definitely look like they're in the same kind of universe. They have a ton of details in the face. The body just needs a little dry brushing, a little wash, and it would be amazing. So really fun little bot. Go pick one up. They're like $8 or whatever. This line is really good. The Studio Series. Like I said, I like the cartoony animated look, but I prefer this kind of realistic look. This is one of my favorites of last year, I believe, this bot. So really, really fun. Excellent. Good job, Shockwave.